If humans feel it through muscle contraction, blood flow changes, and hormone secretion, for Eves, that's just replaced by the empathy unit. Stimulating this directly gives a quite pleasurable feeling. So... is it like an orc? Really? It doesn't match exactly, but it's probably the closest thing. It's a unit that gives them empathy. Why is the first thing he goes, did I make the robot come?
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
So your boy is once again doing some off-stream recording sessions, because I'm behind on videos due to dental issues. Kids, don't be like me, take care of your teeth. So yeah, today I'm going to be checking out a little game called D1AL-ogue. This is free on Steam and also really loud. Give me a second. So yeah, this game is free on Steam. It is a visual novel with like some slight puzzle elements. You're basically a android repairman. Hello, Michelle. How you doing over there? I seem to have gotten a bit used to life in Chroma City. Instead of the rising sun, I've started dividing my days by payment approvals and insufficient funds. The light monopolized by Sunshine Corp has replaced the sun, and most things are solved with price tags. I wish beer was the only thing I had to pay for. Right, the price of beer went up again recently. Everything is going up, except for two things, the sun and my income. But Michelle, everything comes at a high price except for the value of labor. But I can find some stability, at least while I'm working. When I drifted here after we parted ways, I thought my incompetence was the reason for our breakup, and that thought still weighs me down. I can't say things are completely different now, but here, at least while I'm holding on to my work, that weight lifts, just for a moment, regardless of how much I earn. For that time, at least, I have the assurance that I won't collapse. The people I meet, the conversations we have, and what I've come to feel, I want to tell you about it. On the second floor of a commercial district, slightly away from the city center. Repair clinic, D1AL-ogue. A place where the outside noise recedes with just a few words of small talk. Don't criticize my naming skills, because in Chroma City, they give estimates for heartbreaks and charge for repairs. Alright, intro established. Lame. Am I lame? I said the name is totally lame. And Chris, did you have a beer? What's with the sentimental nonsense this early in the morning? I was thinking about a customer from yesterday, and I couldn't help it. He came in saying his portable virtual chip was stuck. But it maybe, dyslexia place, but maybe it activated during repairs. Because he started running around the room like crazy, swinging a leather belt at me. Thanks to him, my dial equipment almost bit the dust too. It's because you have such a shady and lame name. Only customers fitting that description would show up. Don't tell me. You're talking about the oasis of Chroma City, bathed in neon light. D1AL-ogue Repair Clinic? Our repair clinic is an all-around sanctuary that provides not just quick and accurate repairs, but also emotional stability through comfortable conversation. That shady name is exactly why Eves needing repairs turn away and go elsewhere. Emotional stability for Eves? That feels like a shady and more... Yeah, it feels less like shady and more like creepy. Is that why you... Oh, brain, Jesus. Is that why you habitually make Eves wet themselves? Ew, what the fuck? To be precise, it's the act of discharging overheated coolant. Your phrasing is misleading. Same difference. What do you mean by same difference? You're probably the only one who describes it like that. Stop spouting nonsense so early and check your equipment already. And you not opening... are you not opening for business hours today? You used to love stories like this. Even though you used to sing about wanting to become an Eve when you were little. Shut up. Seems like the hangover from yesterday's beer is pretty bad. And, speaking of Eves, why don't you replace the outdated equipment in your repair clinic? Using a dial when a deal is already out is disrespectful to them. What you're overlooking is that DXAL equipment is strictly specialized for diagnosis. The diagnostic performance was so good from the first generation that even with the 5th generation out, it hasn't improved dramatically. Then what's different? The main advancements are in unit synthesis. Convenience in the synthesis process, overclocking synthesized parts, firmware modifications, etc. However, I can make up for the D1AL-ogue's lagging synthesis performance purely with the touch of my fingertips. It's actually kind of impressive. Crucially, if I upgrade to a newer generation, why, is there an extra subscription fee? There would be no point in having registered the business's D1AL-ogue. You don't seem to get it. A little wit breathes God, dyslexia. A little wit breathes vitally into a weary life, and also, seeing this strangely named repair clinic operating normally, I guess your skills really are unquestionable. Then, it should be a breeze if I suddenly test you with the standard DXAL practical level 1 mock maintenance, right? Practice repair. Prove Michelle wrong about your skills. Target moves 20. I'll play the tutorial. God, that was a lot of dialogue just to get me ready for a tutorial. Okay, so how does this work? You can check the damaged parts on D1AL that need repair right now. Hover over the damaged part, see the required units. Select damaged part to repair. Well, okay. D1AL consists of 4 layers and 6 indices. Each module can be moved by dragging it to swap places with adjacent modules up, down, left, or right. Moving modules uses D1AL's battery. If you use up all the battery, you can't move anymore. Let's try moving a module. Okay. So this is the battery. Repair point is here. Do I move this over here? Oh. Try cancelling the move with a right click. Okay. Right click while dragging. There. If you move modules to a line 3 or more, they synthesize into a higher tier unit. Let's try synthesizing modules into a higher tier unit. That's kind of what I did before. Can I... Oh, yeah, it's just one. Oh. Cancel that. If I move that there... that works. If you synthesize modules a total of 10 times, the battery overcharges and increases max capacity. You can check the current damage locations and required units on the right panel. Hover your mouse over each damage location to see the required unit. Synthesize the required unit, move to the... Okay, so I need... this one down. Wow. Alright, a lot happened there. Placing the required unit on the damaged spot activates the replace button. Press it to swap the unit. Okay. Looks like the replacement went well. Alright, let's keep going. Did it because I was kind of winging it. It's like I thought I knew what I was doing, but I don't think I actually do know. This case requires multiple types of units. The info panel will show the required unit colors for each position. So I need a red one here, a blue one here, and a yellow one here. Just place the units according to the colors to replace them. Place the required modules to complete the maintenance. So I just move that there. And okay, yep, they're in place. Now place the required modules to complete the maintenance. You can also repair using higher tier. So do I still have to move them? It's like a red one's here and a blue one's here. That's what it needs to be, yeah? So move that there. There? Yeah? Okay. Now let's select the final damage part. Last damage part requires a high tier unit. You can check unit appearance by tier on the phone by pressing tab. Okay, so tab. Let's press encyclopedia button. Power source acting as the unit's heart supplies energy required for operation, handles total output. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got it. Yeah. Let's use Dial's special function. There's a gauge bar on the left, so we click this. This gauge charges for the corresponding types when 4 or more modules are synthesized. Okay. When fully charged, click the gauge, then a module or unit of another type to convert it. So... this to here? If you made a mistake or think it's hopeless, press the restart button, try again. So if I move that... that's not it? No? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Ah, okay, so the battery, like, only goes down for, like, that move. Okay, now I get it. Okay. I was worrying a bit too much about this. There we go. Hey, I completed the tutorial. Satisfied now? That's really amazing. Honestly, I knew you ran a repair clinic, but I didn't know you were this skilled. Even with the latest D1AL equipment, I wouldn't be this fast for a level 1 mock maintenance. I see you in a new light. This is nothing. If I want to attract EVE customers to this strangely named repair clinic of yours, I can't tolerate a single maintenance error. First impressions are most important, wherever you go. If you care so much about first impressions, why don't you erase that suspicious slogan on the front door? Besides, there needs to be comfort during the repair process for them to feel emotionally stable and open up. I just can't understand that creepy philosophy of yours. I should probably start opening up shop now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Why, what's our slogan? Oh, that's... I see that. Can't swap back. I see it. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Welcome, this is Repair Clinic D1AL-ogue. Okay, your name is Prey. You're the one that was on the main menu. Hey, Chris. Ah, Prey. What brings you here at this hour? What about your cafe shift? Are you watching the popular show airing these days? Buff Girl O'Hara? Oh, that sounds cool. I'd love to watch stuff about buff girls. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you watching it? I do watch it every week, but... And this will be quick. In yesterday's episode, do you remember the scene where O'Hara smashed Mrs. Blind with a magical pile driver? O'Hara really gets pushed into a corner. So seeing her fight back with a double nosebleed, and crush Blind's neck for a comeback was quite the twist in many ways. That's exactly it. What exactly is it? Okay. Now what exactly are you trying to say? The villains showed up at our shop, and they look like they desperately need that pile driver. I knew you'd understand. I only understood that you have a difficult customer. Could you speak a bit more clearly? They say he's a bigwig from Sunshine Corp. He claims his mere visit is a favor to this crappy shop. I was about to say creepy. And threatened that he could turn off all the neon shines in this district with a single word. A different routine every day. I envy how today is unlike yesterday. Shut up! Anyway, thanks to that big shot, it's been nothing but new stability officer faces all morning. Those guys are hard to find when you actually need them. They swarm like rats for this. I thought there was a terrorist attack or something. So that's what happened. What brings such a person to a backwater like this? I don't know the details, but it seems he came to negotiate with the manager of this commercial district. Something about increasing the neon shine subscription fees around here starting next month. And removing the free neon shrine streetlights. Controlling the light. His actions are just like Mrs. Blind. See why I brought up Buff Gal? If Mrs. Blind had appeared in reality, then a magical pile driver isn't out of the question either. Well, yeah, but it would have been a lot easier to understand what the fuck you're talking about if you just immediately went into, like, the problem. Hey, here's the problem. Not walked around and be like, hey, did you watch that show last night? It's way out of my expertise and job description, but I can mimic it. I knew it. I wanted to pour coffee on his face, but now I feel a bit better. Right, and if you're really going to try it, be careful. The security is intense. You could get arrested just for keeping your hands in your pockets. Then again today, my secret power will remain hidden. Anyway, raising subscription fees is a pretty big deal. I was thinking of subscribing to a hologram figure for my lonely room. That sounds awful. Oh, why is cyberpunk stuff like this? Oh, the idea of subscribing for a hologram in your fucking room. Not even getting a figure. Oh, that sucks. These are relatively free from LDS, so do you really need to subscribe to Neon Shrine? It's only relatively free. If our condition worsens, data loss occurs. We could have problems more serious than humans. Plus, I've got someone to look after. You mean Remy? Remy is family. It's a cat. Does being a cat mean it can't be family? You better watch your words in front of our Remy. Prey showed her claws, adopting an aggressive cat-like stance. Shut up, fucking anime. Please forgive me. I'll make an exception this time. Because I'm generous. Anyway, if the subscription fee goes up, I'll have to give up on this item I was planning to buy. What were you thinking of getting? Buff Girl collaboration merch. They're doing a collaboration with a neural stimulation unit for Eves. They're announced that pre-orders will start on the day the last episode airs. Things people come up with. What do you mean the things they come up with? This collaboration product is amazing. They said when the empathy unit activates and overloads, it shakes your cognitive abilities, creating the illusion of transforming. It's basically another way of saying you must buy this. What on earth does that mean? And aren't the expressions shakes cognitive abilities and illusion of transforming seriously suspicious? You're making a fuss over nothing. Besides, considering the chips you usually use, I don't think you're in a position to talk. What do you say? Those are legitimately released VR chips, you know. I didn't even put them there for you to see. You just looked at them on your own. I have no intention of respecting your tastes. But if I may give you a piece of personal advice, in a repair clinic where Eves are the main customers, displaying chips with covers showing Eves and humans getting intimate doesn't seem like a very good choice. Oh, have I just been showing her porn? Okay. I just put frequently used items where they're easy to see. It's inevitable in a workshop with lots of tools. I feel like I just heard some terrible information. If you're lonely, why don't you find a lover? I'm sorry, but... Okay, I'm sorry. Ray apologized quickly. It was as if she didn't want to hear it. Did she foresee what I was going to say? And can I ask for a simple repair? I need to create an excuse to tell the boss. Sure, repairs are always welcome. Alright, that was a lot more dialogue than I expected, and a lot of it was kinda nothing. That's good animation though, I really like that. Okay, so we need... red one here. There's a red one there already, so... Oh, I need... Okay, I need leveled up bits. Don't you think the name Neon Shine is super tacky? Like a middle-aged man trying to look cool. I agree with that part. Sounds like a name where they changed one syllable from neon sign and celebrated themselves as being extremely witty. It's really a comedy that the person agreeing... Yeah, it's really a comedy that the person agreeing with that has a repair clinic with a name just as bad. God, a lot of this dialogue is cut halfway through, and it's like confusing the shit out of my dyslexia. Alright, so I just need to put that there. That one was easy. What exactly does the stimulation from the empathy unit feel like? I only learned about it in theory, but I was curious since I've never felt it myself. It's similar to humans. If humans feel it through muscle contraction, blood flow changes, and hormone secretion. For Eves, that's just replaced by the empathy unit. Stimulating this directly gives a quite pleasurable feeling. So... is it like an orc? Really? It doesn't match exactly, but it's probably the closest thing. It's a unit that gives them empathy. Why is the first thing he goes, oh, did I make the robot come? What about the collaboration merch you mentioned earlier? I was just curious about what it feels like to transform. They say power surges through you. Sure, whatever. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, good combo. Synthesize modules 5 times in a row. Why is the picture of that just a pair of tits? I knew that this was going to be a little, you know, like, it's anime stylized, so there's going to be, like, some, you know, fan service kind of thing there, but I wasn't expecting, like, you know, the achievement fucking pictures on Steam to straight up just be a pair of tits. I guess that's why this game is free. All done. There were no major issues. Wow, my stiff back feels completely refreshed. Is this what it feels like when Ohara purifies her body with brief seed? What the fuck is brief seed? It better not be what I think it is. Is it okay to mention my crude repair in the same breath as something so noble? Crude? You're too strict with yourself. No one around here can match your skills. Enough, Prey. Save that talk for after you buy me a beer. Make a fuss even when I compliment you. What a personality. Oh, completed Prey's first request. Received a good evaluation from the repair result. And that was just a pair of underwear, because of course it was. Fucking... I'm regretting playing this. It's like, oh, this looks cool, it's free, I'll try it, and... of course it's sleazy garbage. I noticed earlier your power unit was screaming again. Aren't you overworking yourself lately? Must be because a lot of zombies have been gathering in front of the shop lately. They've practically set up camp there. Zombies? I mean flicker patients high on drugs? Usually they just stumble around spouting nonsense. No, those are blackouts. It's a state where even radical methods like electronic drugs can't prevent damage to the frontal lobe and neural network. You can consider their ego and personality data virtually destroyed. Lately, the media seems to just call them zombies instead of severe LDS patients. I've been here for a while, but I just thought they were drug addicts. Drug addicts are probably better off than them. Are they both equally in the gutter? At least junkies have their infinite love for drugs left. Blackouts are worse. Infinite love. Seeing them throw away family, lovers, and property without hesitation, isn't that the perfect expression? It's like, if it's not you, the world doesn't matter. Truly an impossible devotion. In contrast, blackouts are like empty shells with even their desires gone. That's kinda fucked up to say. They wander around following the light by instinct. And when they find neon shine, they swarm like gnats and won't leave. Chasing light suggests they still have at least minimal desires left. If you saw them, you'd think I'm exactly right. They aren't moving to find light. It's just that it's the only stimulus left that they can react to. If they crawled around looking for light normally, maybe you'd be right. Of course, they would become something even more terrible. As I recall, the shop you work at has a floor-to-ceiling glass window on one side. Right, and clearing away the gnats that gather there is one of my daily tasks. That's probably the cause of 80% of my power unit overloads. And the other 20% is because of the idiot removing streetlights? Exactly. Every day must be tough. It gives me a headache just thinking about how much tougher it's going to get. You know that? Happiness and unhappiness are influenced more by future events than the present. Wasn't that a study in human psychology? Humans and Eves are pretty much the same. Do you realize that statement conflicts heavily with your critique of my taste before the repair? I come back because I respect it. Oh, okay. My head feels like exploding as it is. Do you have to make me say useless things? If you plan to keep wrecking me to rip off repair fees, you better be prepared. I'm sorry, customer Prey Emery? Okay. Stop jerking. I have to go now. Even a justified absence is a problem if it drags on. I don't want to get fired and become a zombie rubbing my face against a glass window. By now, the streetlight idiot should have left the shop too. You're sharp. Good sense as always. It was a pleasant conversation today, Prey. Me too. See you later, Chris. Prey hurriedly left the door with quick steps. It seems she spent more time than expected distracted by the chat. It's already time for lunch. Let's take a break. Alright, Save!